everyone, this is Gissel. So about a year and a half ago, I decided to try something called the COLONIC. And now I'm pretty much obsessed with them, and I recommend them to everyone that I meet. Well, maybe not everyone that I meet, but all my family and friends. I wrote a blog post about colonics and about my first experience with a colonic, but I thought it would be really fun if I did a video with my colonic therapist and we asked her a few questions just to see if maybe it might be something you want to try.
Woo! Hi everybody, my name is Maegan. I live in Portland, Oregon. I work at Oasis Colonics. I've been a colon therapist for about 2 years now. I met Gissel, like she said, about a year and a half ago, and I'm obsessed with this work. It is absolutely my life's work, and I stumbled upon it as a client, much like Gissel did, just kind of arbitrarily. When I discovered the healing capacity of this modality, I was forever changed.
I know why I decided to try colonic therapy. I was super constipated, and that is in the blog post that there's a link to in this video. What are the main reasons that people come to you to get a colonic?
So I've actually categorized our clientele into 3 categories. 3 C's. 1 is constipated, 1 is cleansing, and the 3rd is curious. Sometimes people are all 3, a combination of one or the other. It's imperative that before embarking on a colon cleansing journey, you always consult with your healthcare practitioner, as we do not prescribe, treat, or diagnose. So act accordingly and do your own research. So typically people are really wanting a reset. Like, that's one of the most popular phrases that I hear coming in the doors. People, you know, they've got a lot of responsibilities and obligations, and more often than not, release, elimination kind of falls by the wayside, and they just need a really good reset point. So a lot of times it's really busy lifestyle, hectic schedule, don't have a lot of time for self-care, but don't really know where to start. So their curiosity really brought them in.
So once someone decides to actually make an appointment, like, what would be important information that you would want to know from the client?
When clients come in, I really make it my mission to cultivate the most comfortable experience for them possible, full transparency and safety. So I really strive to make my clients feel seen, heard, and really understand and empathize their rational feelings, whether that be about their lifestyle, about the issues they experience on a daily basis, or maybe their anxieties or insecurities about the process itself. So I just ask that clients are transparent with me in the context of who they are. So with the intake form, you know, we're getting down to the details of you know, your bowel habits, your eating habits. A really big question I like to ask people is, what do you rate your sleep, a 1 to 5, and what do you rate your stress, 1 to 5? Those 2 things go hand in hand, they're in tandem. But also, what kind of contraindications you may have, and those can be relative contraindications or absolute. Diverticulitis, any kind of hemorrhaging of the intestine, uncontrolled hypertension, any kind of debilitating disease, and also age and weight can be a factor, just physically, logistically, like getting up on the table. But those are typically the things that I talk with my clients about, and then we get a good plan as to how I can approach this, how I can make it most comfortable, and get an idea of what the session is going to be like for you.
Once you actually start, once they're on the table and you're starting the session, like, what should they expect?
So I make sure to completely elaborate every single detail about the process to the clients before they even get on the table. Actually, hold on that. I'm gonna get my book. Yeah. Bam! Upon the intake process, I will always show my clients Dr. Norman Walker's Colon Health, the Key to a Vibrant Life. Specifically, I show them a picture of the colon and what it looks like. I give them a textbook example, as I say, bridging the abstract to the concrete. So I outline the process entirely. I show them a picture of the colon and how it relates to the process, and then I also let them know this is 100% your session. I want you to let me know of any sensation you feel at any given time, and this is entirely run by you. But once you get on the table, we do the insertion of the scope about 2 to 3 inches into the rectum. The scope itself is about the diameter of a nickel, so a lot of clients happily report that it's an underwhelming process. I'll flip the water on, the water enters the body on your left side, but ultimately I'll get you safely onto your back. The water acts as a solvent to hydrate the waste in your body, combined with colonic stimulation, naturally stimulating your colon, or the peristalsis, which is the wave-like musculature of the colon, to help you naturally release as it wants. Hope that answers your question.
And a client, they shouldn't really feel any pain, right? Like there might be some discomfort, but it shouldn't be a painful process, right?
A colonic should never be painful. Pain should never be involved in the process. Only elimination and usually euphoria afterward.
One concern that I hear from like a lot of friends and family is like that it's not natural to get a colonic. But like, what would you say about that concern? That it's not good for you because it's not a natural thing to do. You don't naturally just like add warm, highly filtered water to your colon.
Sure. You have to remember, we no longer live in a natural world. Our body is not assimilating, absorbing, and eliminating natural foods, natural chemicals, natural pesticides. We are unknowingly ingesting and absorbing such toxicity on a daily basis that our body no longer knows how to cope. So this is the most natural means to rehydrate your bowel, restore bowel function, and to re-educate the client of bowel hygiene practices to better suit you in your own personal life. Because ultimately, we want you to be eliminating after every meal, starting the day with a bowel movement, and only needing colonics as a therapeutic means to just give you that reset completely naturally. And because we're helping tone the bowel and stimulate the peristalsis, it's like a trainer for your gut. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right. So it isn't you won't become dependent on getting colonics in order to release waste. It actually helps and improves your body's ability to get rid of waste.
Wood's gravity method is only improving your musculature of your colon and not having you become dependent or reliant on the system, but just fortifying your system rather, so that you're better totally on your own.
Mm-hmm. And is there such thing as maybe removing too much or removing good stuff that you would want to keep in your colon?
To a small degree, we do remove some beneficial bacteria, but we also are removing nefarious bacteria, putrefactive waste, fermentation, and throughout the entire gut, both small intestine and large intestine, there are trillions of bacterium that differ from crevice to crevice. So a Wood's gravity method would never be able to even strip a fraction of that beneficial bacteria. More importantly, when you are releasing old putrefactive waste, you are allowing beneficial bacteria to proliferate even more by the absence of the bad bacteria.
Do you do colonics, and how often do you do them?
I love colonics. I do colonics in the summer. When I'm more in a cleansing state, I will do a colonic session about once a week. In the winter time, I probably scale it back to once a month. But yeah, I do colonic sessions. I love them. I swear by them. I choose to embody my practice so others can see the profound benefit that they bring. So yeah, I'm 100% a fan, a lifelong fan.
Thank you so much, Maegan. And for everyone watching, if you are on the fence about getting a colonic, I hope that this video helps you make the best decision for yourself, and I hope that you at least try once, because I'm really glad that I did. Thank you for watching.